Narrated by Abu Burda's father. Allah's Messenger said 3 persons will have a double reward. 1. A person from the people of the scriptures who believed in his prophet, Jesus or Moses, and then believed in the prophet, Muhammad i.e., has embraced Islam. 2. A slave who discharges his duties to Allah and his master. 3. A master of a woman slave who teaches her good manners and educates her in the best possible way, the religion, and manumits her and then marries her. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. Once Allah's Messenger came out while Bilal was accompanying him. He went towards the women thinking that they had not heard him, i.e. his sermon. So he preached them and ordered them to pay alms. Hearing that, the women started giving alms, some donated their earrings, some gave their rings, and Bilal was collecting them in the corner of his garment. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. I said, O Allah's Messenger, who will be the luckiest person, who will gain your intercession on the day of resurrection? Allah's Messenger said, O Abu Hurairah, I have thought that none will ask me about it before you, as I know your longing for the learning of Hadees. The luckiest person who will have my intercession on the day of resurrection will be the one who said sincerely from the bottom of his heart, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah. Narrated by Abdullah bin Amr bin Alas. I heard Allah's Messenger saying, Allah does not take away the knowledge by taking it away from the hearts of the people, but takes it away by the death of the religious learned men, till when none of the religious learned men remains, people will take as their leaders ignorant persons who when consulted will give their verdict without knowledge. So they will go astray and will lead the people astray. Narrated by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. Some women requested the Prophet to fix a day for them as the men were taking all his time. On that he promised them one day for religious lessons and commandments. Once during such a lesson the Prophet said, a woman whose 3 children die will be shielded by them from the hell fire. On that a woman asked, if only 2 die? He replied, even 2 will shield her from the hell fire. Narrated by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. As above, the sub-narrators are different. Abu Hurairah qualified the 3 children referred to in the above-mentioned hadith as not having reached the age of committing sins, i.e. age of puberty. Narrated by Ibn Abu Malaika. Whenever Aisha, the wife of the Prophet, heard anything which she did not understand, she used to ask again till she understood it completely. Aisha said, once the Prophet said, whoever will be called to account about his deeds on the day of resurrection will surely be punished. I said, doesn't Allah say, he surely will receive an easy reckoning? The Prophet replied, this means only the presentation of the accounts, but whoever will be argued about his account will certainly be ruined. Narrated by Sa'id. Abu Shurayh said, when Amr bin Sa'id was sending the troops to Mecca to fight Abdullah bin Az-Zubair, I said to him, O chief, allow me to tell you what the Prophet said on the day following the conquests of Mecca. My ears heard and my heart comprehended, and I saw him with my own eyes, when he said it. He glorified and praised Allah and then said, Allah and not the people has made Mecca a sanctuary. So anybody who has belief in Allah and the last day, i.e. a Muslim, should neither shed blood in it nor cut down its trees. If anybody argues that fighting is allowed in Mecca as Allah's Messenger did fight in Mecca, tell him that Allah gave permission to his apostle, but he did not give it to you. The Prophet added, Allah allowed me only for a few hours on that day of the conquest, and today, now, its sanctity is the same, valid, as it was before. So it is incumbent upon those who are present to convey it, this information, to those who are absent. Abu Shurayh was asked, what did Amr reply? He said, Amr said, O Abu Shurayh, I know better than you, in this respect. Mecca does not give protection to one who disobeys Allah, or runs after committing murder, or theft, and takes refuge in Mecca. Narrated by Abu Bakr. The Prophet said, no doubt your blood, property. The sub-narrator Muhammad thought that Abu Bakr had also mentioned, and your honor, chastity, are sacred to one another, as is the sanctity of this day of yours and this month of yours. It is incumbent on those who are present to inform those who are absent. Muhammad the sub-narrator used to say, Allah's Messenger told the truth. The Prophet repeated twice, no doubt. Haven't I conveyed Allah's message to you? Narrated by Ali. The Prophet said, "Do not tell a lie against me, for whoever tells a lie against me, intentionally, then he will surely enter the hellfire." Narrated by Abdullah bin al-Zubair. I said to my father, "I do not hear from you any narration, Hadith, of Allah's Apostle as I hear his narration from so-and-so." Az-Zubair replied, "El was always with him, the Prophet, and I heard him saying, whoever tells a lie against me, intentionally, then, surely, let him occupy his seat in hellfire." Narrated by Anas. The fact which stops me from narrating a great number of hadiths to you is that the Prophet said, "Whoever tells a lie against me intentionally, then, surely, let him occupy his seat in hellfire." Narrated by Salama. I heard the Prophet saying, "Whoever, intentionally, ascribes to me what I have not said, then, surely, let him occupy his seat in hellfire." Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, "Name yourselves with my name, use my name, but do not name yourselves with my kunya name, i.e. Abul Qasim. And whoever sees me in a dream, then surely he has seen me, for Satan cannot impersonate me. And whoever tells a lie against me, intentionally, then, surely, let him occupy his seat in hellfire." Narrated by Ash-Shubi. Abu Juwayfa said, "I asked Ali, have you got any book, which has been revealed to the Prophet, apart from the Quran?" Ali replied, "No, except Allah's book, or the power of understanding which has been bestowed, by Allah, upon a Muslim, or what is written in this sheet of paper, with me." Abu Juwayfa said, I asked, "What is written in this sheet of paper?" Ali replied, "It deals with the diyah, compensation, blood money, paid by the killer to the relatives of the victim, the ransom for the releasing of the captives from the hands of the enemies, and the law that no Muslim should be killed in qisas, equality in punishment, for the killing of a disbeliever,